What does it feel like when you're talking with someone and they give you advice and you're not looking for advice or you don't want advice?
Validated.
Yeah, I feel something related to that, like invalidated, but I also feel angry because I didn't ask for that advice. So whenever this happens, and this happens a lot because people are trying to help, but they are not helping in the way that I feel validated. So I really feel angry and invalidated, and like my feelings are not better than their feelings or something related to that.
Validating, unaccounting, invalidated, and angry. Andressa, go ahead.
Often misunderstood because usually people jump the gun to give advice without knowing the full context. And then it becomes an argument as to why that suggestion isn't valid. And then they give another advice, and really tiresome after a while.
Misunderstood and tiresome.
I feel angry. And as a recent mom, I have been receiving a lot of advice that I didn't ask. And I feel angry and I react. I often say, I don't need that. I didn't ask for that. And that's not what I want to hear right now.
What a beautiful boundary to set, Anna Paula.
Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible, like I don't feel that I'm being heard, and then makes me like I don't feel connect, and I try to, I don't know, it's not anger, it's like I don't believe it, like surprise, and it's very frustrating. I think that's the word that I was looking for. It's very frustrating when I'm hoping someone will understand me and then just advise. That's my feeling.
That's a very good example. Thank you. I think that it hurts the most too when it comes from loved ones, because, for example, I have really like a hard time on setting up limits with loved ones because I'm afraid of hurting them. So I really don't have the courage to say, oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't ask for your opinion, or like to tell them to shut up sometimes because it's really annoying. So yeah, it's hard.
Is there anyone who hasn't shared yet who would like to share what they're feeling?
You're welcome to write in chat as well, like what Kristen just did.
I was thinking about an emotion, no, not a sense in my body. Something changes in my body, and it's very difficult for me to stay on the same level as the other person. I go to the child, that changes something in the dynamic between me and the person. I expect to be equal. I tell something, I share something, and it's like somebody goes like that when they give advice, and you get in a child mode or something like that, and the rest of the conversation or the rest of the situation is yes, on another level. It's not in balance anymore.
Really wonderful description that there's this shift and it feels like this. Yeah.
I know for me, I feel like almost like more alone or separated, like that this person thinks that they can't understand what I'm going through, but they're demonstrating to me that they don't understand what I need by giving that advice. So I often feel more alone and disconnected.
Yes, for me as well, I feel lonely when that happens, and most of the time ashamed, because it triggers my my history, and it's like I don't have the right to speak up about my feelings, about the way I see things. So I usually feel lonely and ashamed to even that I dare to talk about myself.
That's really powerful that you're adding lonely and ashamed to the reactions as well. And Priscilla said, I feel disconnection and angry too. Anakatari, and I feel the same way as Kristen. And then Andressa, your sharing has made me aware of things I didn't identify before, but that I also feel.
I just wanted to, I've been writing down what people are saying, right? What words they're using to describe this. And, we have words like frustrated, connected, invalidated, angry, misunderstood, mad, suffocated, invisible, hurt, alone, ashamed. I'm wondering if any of you noticed that none of those words are good words. Has anybody had a positive experience where they didn't want advice and they got it and suddenly it was great? It was fantastic. It was wonderful. All of their problems were solved. Everything's fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of head shaking, right? And so this conversation and your own experiences, it really tells you why we have that rule, why we ask that people don't give advice. And I deeply appreciate everyone sharing and connecting on this, right? Because it can be really difficult to receive advice when you're not wanting it.
I have a question though. I'm wondering how many of us have given advice when not asked for it. I think it's just human when someone else is in distress to try to take care of them in some way. So I feel sheepish, just knowing how it doesn't feel very good, but then somehow it comes out of me sometimes.
Yeah, Andres, a problem-solving mode takes over, right? And I personally like to fix things, and so for me, being in breakout rooms for ACL is a real challenge sometimes, and I get to learn and grow too because I feel called to help and to fix, and I'm not there for that, and I have to take that breath and take that step back and remind myself that I'm not there for that. Right? I'm there to listen, to reflect.
And I love your idea of leader forums when we come with specific problems and we really do want advice. Mm-hmm. There's definitely a time and a place for that.
Yeah. So
Daniel,
yeah,
I would like to say in my first ACL meet, I hear this, don't give advice. Oh my God, how I help this person if I don't give advice? I feel the same.
Yeah, it can be difficult. It can definitely be difficult. And, that's why when we talk about what listening is and how listening works and how reflection works, we're really focusing on trying to give people tools. Well, if I can't give advice, what can I do, right? And that's a lot of what that in-depth sharing process and the slides surrounding it were for. We're to kind of give people ideas around what they can do. Thank you all. I feel like I have a better understanding of each of you hearing how it feels for you to receive advice. And I appreciate that. And I also just appreciate the acknowledgement that we're all human and we have all given advice, right? And so we're all on this journey together to find a way to connect without feeling like we have to fix or solve.